Hola, fellow beings. Welcome back to my channel Tech2 Sangria. This is Shruti, and today I'll be talking about the OWASP IoT Top 10 Security Standard to identify the most critical security risk. So, let's begin. The foremost risk considered by OWASP for IoT devices is the usage of weak, guessable, or hard-coded passwords. Many of us still use our lovely pets' names or the names of our loved ones. We think, well, no one knows that, no one can guess. Really? Are you sure? While answering the questions like my favorite drink is, my favorite food is, and sharing it on social networks like Facebook, how can you be sure? That is why weak and guessable password is the very first security risk. But the user is not the only one who should be considered responsible. The actual risk for a user to use weak password arises due to the manufacturers who do not enforce strong password policies. Also, as a default password for multiple such devices like gateways, your network router, etc., are generally hard-coded and shared across multiple devices, this makes a user's device prone to such attacks. A compromise of one leads to compromise of all other similar devices. Let us check the next risk. Insecure network services. Yes, your smart kitchen or home are running multiple services such as helping with maintenance of your IoT devices or services to provide you personalized facility. Many of these services are unnecessary and end up introducing a number of insecurities. These services, when connected to the internet, can compromise confidentiality, means the provider can sell your data and integrity and authenticity. Means maybe not your device data, but link data like your credit score might be at risk. And the scariest could be the remote code execution, and you will then witness your smart lights turning on and off at midnight randomly by some hacker. Moving to third one, which is insecure ecosystem interfaces. This one refers to all the various interfaces that surround your device but are not part of the device itself. It could be the web interface, the backend API, the cloud, or the mobile interface. Whatever that interacts with your device to function as desired. If any of these interfaces are insecure, then your device can be negatively impacted by the connection. And the reason could be, let's say, weak encryption, lack of authentication or authorization, or the lack of input or output filtering. Coming to next, which is lack of secure update mechanism. This highlights the issue that many IoT devices lack the ability to securely update. For example, in the UK, with the new rule proposed, the manufacturers need to provide a minimum period of time during which their devices would receive security updates. However, this point doesn't only include installing patches or closing vulnerabilities, but also the implementation of features like secure delivery, verifying the source and integrity of the update, firmware validation, and anti rollback mechanisms. Overall, this is the point where device manufacturers can really step up their game. Now, moving to next. Use of insecure or outdated components. IoT vulnerabilities include anything that injects weakness into the device. Thus, use of deprecated or insecure software components or any third party software libraries or hardware components from a compromised supply chain can be used as an entry point, leaving the device exposed to remote code execution and data breaches. Coming to the sixth point, which is insufficient privacy protection, this concerns the insecure storage of personal data, processing this information, or its disclosure without the user's permission. A notable example of this would be when Orvibo's database was compromised. Noam Rotem and Ran Locker from VPN Mentor found that a user database belonging to a Chinese company called Orvibo, which runs on IoT, Internet of Things, management platform, had been left exposed to the internet without any password to protect it. This database included more than 2 billion logs containing everything from user's password to account reset codes, and even a smart camera recorded conversation. Another example could be a smart home is no castle, privacy vulnerabilities of encrypted IoT traffic, which was a 2017 study by Cornell University. They observed that passive network observers, such as internet service providers, could potentially analyze IoT network traffic to infer sensitive details about the users. Exactly my reaction after knowing this. Seventh point talks about insecure data transfer and storage. The data feeding IoT application result in automated actions and controls that can have dangerous physical consequences. It is critical that both the source and content of data generated by IoT devices are protected and verifiable. This point thus refers to a lack of encryption and access control in regard to handling sensitive data. Data must be encrypted from creation to consumption, and requires a higher level of crypto versatility and intelligence than traditional one-way TLS encryption can provide. OWASP has provided some specific guidance for securely storing data in their cheat sheets too. I will provide the link in the description box below. Next is lack of device management. It is crucial to understand the new IoT ecosystems being developed and how IoT devices will be managed, not only from the initial installation, but over their life cycle. As IoT services expand and the number of installations grows, the sheer complexity and the size of the management of these devices cannot be underestimated. It's essential to adopt security right from the outset. This point thus highlights the need for effective management instead of relying on old methods like asset tracking using Excel spreadsheets and the requirement of security support on devices in production with system monitoring to prevent security failures. Moving to ninth point, which is insecure default settings. How many of you haven't changed your router password from the default ones? Or never bothered to check the default setting in your IoT devices or platform that you bought to make your home smart? Many times it is negligence on our part that we do not change the default settings. Many times it's the organization responsible for bad file system permissions or exposed services running as root. Not keeping up with patches or using legacy components in your environment can lead to severe damages. So, a piece of advice: never keep the default settings on your devices or networks. This should be rule number one when starting up a device or when installing a Wi Fi network in your company. California, for example, has a law that requires IoT device manufacturers to set unique pre programmed password or require users to change their passwords before using the devices. Well, this could be another good practice. This leads us to the last point: lack of physical hardening. Hardening the device from physical threats defends it from attacks by unauthorized users to steal confidential information that can be leveraged later to initiate a remote exploit or gain control of the device. For example, simply removing a memory card to read its content can reveal passwords or other sensitive data. Or debug ports that are usually not removed or disabled, leaving your device vulnerable and accessible to hackers. Thus, IoT devices should be made tamper proof. Devices should be monitored to detect time offline and inspected after unexpectedly dropping offline. Well, guys, this was it. I tried to briefly explain what these standards are, and I hope you now understand what OWASP IoT Top 10 security standards mean. I'll be continuing this playlist and eventually will elaborate the related security jargons for those who are beginners like me. Meanwhile, you can also check out my previous videos about the basics of IoT and its working model in my tech playlist. You can click on the left box and you can also check my food playlist on the right. I'll be continuing this thread with a short video highlighting some IoT attacks and mitigation practices, like what could be the role of consumer and organization, etc. So stay tuned and hit the bell icon to receive my new updates. I hope this video was helpful, so please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Ciao, vizu vizu.